Hey, what's up everybody? Jake here and welcome to the hobby. Boy, has Pokemon card as a hobby definitely grown, and I know a lot of you guys are taking Pokemon card collecting a lot more serious nowadays, and it's definitely being shown prices on Pokemon cards has climbed so much. And I know a lot of you guys are currently purchasing your Pokemon cards through eBay. eBay is by far the most common method of purchasing and selling and trading Pokemon cards among collectors. It just makes it a lot easier, and you guys are really starting to see the power behind this platform. So in general, I wanted to share with you guys my top 5 tips for what I keep on the back of my head when I am looking and purchasing Pokemon cards. And these are just some hard and fast rules that will really help you when you are searching for the best deals on Pokemon cards on eBay. Tip number 1, and this is the first thing that I keep on the back of my head, is do not buy stock photos. This happens way too often on eBay, especially for single Pokemon cards. Is someone will post a stock photo of a Pokemon card such as base set Charizard or some kind of promo card, and most people would assume that that card is in gem mint condition. Definitely do not assume anything when it comes to shopping for Pokemon cards. If you can't see the Pokemon card, that is a red flag that they probably don't have a mint condition one, or they might not even have that card at all. So definitely only purchase single Pokemon cards if you can see the whole entire photo of it. I want to see the front, I want to see the back, I want to see it from the side, just to be extra sure that the card is exactly the condition that I want from the listing. A lot of times, a lot of buyers will say something like, hey, I have a near mint Charizard, I have a near mint Pokemon card, and that doesn't actually mean anything. There is no official consensus on what is near mint. So sometimes I'll look at a card and the buyer will say, hey, this card is in mint condition, it's absolutely perfect. And I look at the card and I personally think the card is completely beaten up. So a lot of times I really focus on just what I can see. Pictures tell the truth in most cases, and even then, sometimes with different lightings and all kinds of different scenarios, the buyer can still do little tricks to make it so that you can't see all the damages on Pokemon cards. So yeah, in general, don't focus on stock photos. If you see a stock photo, that is a hard pass for me. The only exception to that would be for some sealed products, maybe like a booster box from a really large store. They might be able to get away with having a stock photo, but in general, if it's a single Pokemon card, I want to see a picture of it. My next point, and this one's also really important because I see so many questions on this, and that is do not buy Pokemon cards from China. Chinese viewers, I absolutely love you, but there's absolutely no reason why an English booster box would ever be coming out of China. All United States Pokemon cards are manufactured directly in the United States. Same with Canada, you'll get your products probably from the United States. In Europe, it comes from the UK as well as some printing factories in Germany, I believe. But in general, Japanese Pokemon cards also come only from Japan. There's no reason why a English booster box would ever be shipping out of China. It just doesn't make any sense. And I see so many listings for Ultra Prism booster box, Team Up booster box, Burning Shadows booster box from China, going for like $20 or $30. These are fake products, these are imitations. You don't want to purchase them. They might seem nice at first because it's so cheap. Even if it's fake, why not, right? But there really is no value in holding these products. You want the real stuff, so just go with real legitimate sellers. If I am looking to purchase any Japanese Pokemon cards, there are tons of really good legitimate Japanese eBay sellers that will be super courteous, give you some free gifts, and even ship you your products on time. The Japanese eBay sellers are great. For any English products, I'll usually purchase some stuff from the United States in most cases, and every now and again I might purchase something from Europe if it's a specialty Pokemon card that some European collector is the only person that has that card. Then I might be willing to pay the extra shipping costs, but in most cases those are your main choices. Definitely don't purchase anything from China. Nothing ever good has come out from a purchase from China that I've had in the past. So yeah, that is my hard and fast rule now. My third point is know your numbers. This is really important. Before you purchase any Pokemon card, you should have a good idea of what the current market price for that Pokemon card is. You can look at recent eBay sold listing. You can look at TCG Player. You can look at a bunch of different websites. You can even ask around, but in general, get a good impression of the price of the Pokemon card that you're currently buying is. Prices can wax and wane all day long. A card could be worth $100 this week. It could be going for $150 next week, or it could be going for $80 next week. You just don't know. So get a good estimate for what the price point for your Pokemon card is currently worth. And to jump off of that point, go in knowing what you're gonna buy. Don't go hunting for a card that you don't even know you want. This is really big point, is that you have to actually have an idea of what you're currently searching for. And this is gonna happen over time. You're gonna start to realize that the hobby is too vast and too big to collect everything. And it's much more important to hone in on something specific that you're going to be really interested in. And this could be anything. This could be, maybe you're a Gyarados collector, maybe you're a Charizard collector, maybe you're a full art collector. Maybe you're only interested in vintage, maybe you're interested to trophy cards, but in general, you're going to want to hone in on something in the hobby and become an expert and really specialize in it. I think that's really important. It's really hard to be a jack of all trades when it comes to Pokemon cards, and it's much easier to become an expert in one certain category and just nail it every single time. You're always the one to know what the cards are worth. You're always sniping the cards because you know what the value of some of those products are, and that is the real goal, is to know your numbers. My next point, and this one you might say is a little bit contradictory to my last point, and this is really important as well, is don't be stingy. This has happened to me so many times where my pride and my stubbornness got the better of me, and if I had just been willing to spend a couple of extra dollars, I would have gotten a product that I would have really, really loved. And the only reason I don't have it was I was too stubborn to pay the extra price. This has happened multiple times in the past. One example would be base set Charizard. Base set Charizard in near mint condition, unlimited, was going for around $50 this time last year, and sometimes in January I wanted to purchase a bunch of copies, and the prices for base set Charizard has jumped significantly in the couple of months that I had stopped looking at it. At one point it was $50, well now it's going for $100, and being stubborn, I was refusing to pay the market price at the time, which was $100, so I was trying to underprice everyone I could. I was offering $70, I was offering $80, and no one was taking the deals, and I was just too stubborn at it, and I thought maybe it'll go back down. Because it was $50 a couple of months ago, maybe it'll go back to $50, I just didn't know. And I ended up purchasing a bunch of copies for a lot more than what I would have the first time around if I had just been willing to pay those couple of extra dollars. So if you know you are going to really love a Pokemon card, and this is a card or a product that you're gonna really enjoy inside your collection, then don't be stingy. Just pay those extra dollars and get something that you're really gonna love. If you're gonna love something, the price isn't too important at that point. All right guys, my fifth point when it comes to eBay auctions is don't buy what's not there. And this is gonna sound a little bit weird, but I see it happen all the time. You'll see an eBay auction go up, there's 500 Pokemon cards inside, it's a massive binder. Of course, being a massive binder, the seller can only take a couple of pictures, and in those couple of pictures you see some really nice holographic rare Pokemon cards that are very vintage in great condition, and you just assume that the rest of the binder is going to be amazing as well. You purchase the product and it turns out those other pages that you could not see are just full of commons and uncommons from modern sets. So yeah, this has happened before, it's happened all the time, and in general, this is a great rule to have in the back of your mind, is don't bid on what you can't see. Just because a Pokemon card collection has 5,000 Pokemon cards doesn't mean one of those cards is gonna be for sure a good card. Make sure to only bid on what Pokemon cards you can actually see. If you can't see it, don't assume it's there. Most likely there's gonna be nothing good. Sellers have become very wily and smart. Most sellers will only take pictures of the most expensive Pokemon cards and shuffle the rest in as junk. So yeah, this is something I've learned over the year is I don't bid on what I can't see. I don't assume that there's going to be any treasures inside of those binders. If I see something cool after I purchase it, then that's great. But I don't assume I'm going to find anything at all inside of those pages or boxes that I cannot see. Alright guys, that's the end of today's video. Thank you so much for watching. I'm going to leave you with one final tip, and this one is really important to my heart, and that is buy what you love. This is really, really important, and I know a lot of people are gonna find it a little bit tricky because you're so focused on the value of the Pokemon card. You're so focused on honing in on a card that's gonna go up in value, and that's not actually the first thing that I look for. The first thing I look for is just any Pokemon card that I'm going to love and enjoy having in my collection. And this is what makes Pokemon investments and Pokemon collecting so much fun, is that the cards are something that you can look at, they're something you can enjoy. Besides being an asset of value, they are also intrinsically valuable because you can display them, you can show them off, you can talk about them, so you gain some kind of joy or emotional response from just having a Pokemon card. It's more than just a number in a bank statement, right? Because you can actually hold it, see it, talk about it, display it. There's just a lot that goes into Pokemon cards, that it goes beyond just an investment, which is something that I really enjoy having. So yeah, in general, purchase what you really enjoy, purchase what you love, and at the end of the day, probably the value is not going to matter as much. So thank you so much for watching. You guys agree or disagree with any of my points? If you have anything else you want to add, then leave a comment, and I'm sure the audience would love to hear about it. So yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time.